Going on, everybody? Can you hear me? I'm back, Goshen. Back with another uh a video on the on Bruce's Beach. I think I may do this will be the third one. Um, I think I'm gonna do one more after this, and I'm gonna archive this on my channel. This one a big one, you know. But I'll show you. I'll show you what I found. Um. Found some news articles and stuff like that too. That you guys, if anybody will read it. Um, but let me go ahead and start the um, news article. Is this it? Yeah. Let me see. Let me change it to the site. All right, we good. We good. Yeah. So that's the site. This is the third site. This is from chief a CEO of County of Los Angeles, and this is them speaking on Bruce's Beach. One sec. My bad again. I had to cough. Um, again, again, shout out to the Bruce family. Uh, hopefully y'all don't have any more troubles. Um, getting getting y'all land back and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop in. All right. And these the articles I posted out. Posted the link. These are the articles directly from this site, and I'll get to that in a sec. Just pretty much all the proof. But again, he's from the Chief Executive Office of County of Los Angeles and the Anti-Racism, Diversity, and Inclusion Initiative. Again, about Bruce's Beach. Uh, Starts in April 2021, last year April. Los Angeles County Supervisors Janice Hahn and Holly Mitchell announced their intention to have Los Angeles County return the beachfront property once owned by Willa and Charles Bruce to their legal heirs. This property was taken from them by the city of Manhattan Beach in an act of motivated by racism and a desire to drive out a successful black business and its patrons. The Board of Supervisors un- unanimously voted to support the development of a plan to return Bruce's Beach to the closest living legal heirs of Charles and Willa Bruce. And this, um, can I enlarge that? Yep. So this is Charles and Willa Bruce at their wedding. Um, this is the two. They were robbed of their property in their beachfront. And then on the side, you can see various other photos of various patrons, people, going to the beach, various people enjoying the beach. And just for the brief history on it, in 1912 and 1920, Willa Bruce purchased two lots of land along the Strand in Manhattan Beach. Like many other Americans of African descent, the Bruce family had moved west as part of the Great Migration, seeking opportunities to participate in the promise of the American dream. Shortly after purchasing the land, Charles and Willa Bruce turned the location into a seaside resort that welcomed black beachgoers from all over Los Angeles and became colloquially referred to as Bruce's Beach. As the result gained popularity and attracted more beachgoers, many white residents of the surrounding community reacted with hostility and racism. Uh, at the same time, 6 other black families purchased plots of land nearby Bruce's Beach and built their homes there, establishing the beginning of a modest and diverse community of Manhattan Beach. In 1924, prompted by a petition from local white real estate agents and other civic leaders, the Manhattan Beach Council voted to condemn Bruce's Beach and the surrounding land through eminent domain to build a park. It is well documented that the real reason behind the eminent domain process was racially motivated with the intention of bringing an end to the successful black business in the predominantly white community. At the time that the council voted to condemn the land, it also put new laws on the books that prohibited resort type businesses in that area, effectively prohibiting the Bruce family from purchasing other beachfront property for a resort. In 1929, the court awarded their property to the city of Manhattan Beach through eminent domain. 1929. That was the Great Depression, right? Boy, that slave. I think that's the Great Depression years, right? Yes, I really. Um, the Bruce family moved out of Manhattan Beach, and the city immediately demolished the Bruce's Beach Resort. No park was built, and the land sat empty for decades. The city of Manhattan Beach finally built a park in 1956 on the land behind the Bruce's Beach Resort nearly 30 years later. There were a series of land transfers between the city of Manhattan Beach, the state of California, and the county of Los Angeles. The county acquired the land that was originally owned by Charles and Willa Bruce in 1995. As a result, the county has the opportunity to rectify the historic injustice that was done to the Bruce family by returning the ownership of the land to its rightful owners, the descendants of Charles and Willa Bruce, from whom it never should have been taken in an act of motivated by racism and a desire to drive out a successful black business and its patrons. The Los Angeles County Lifeguard Administration building currently sits at the site that the Bruce's Beach Resort once stood a century ago. To the left and right of the lifeguard building are rows and rows of private residences, all taken. We can now begin to right this historic wrong by returning the land that was unjustly taken from the Bruce family so that the descendants of Charles and Willa Bruce have the opportunity to participate in the American dream that their no, I'm sorry, not their great grandparents sought out a century ago. The fraudulent appropriation of land from private persons in general, and especially on the basis of race, is against the public interest and denies individuals and communities the right to enjoyment, the right to own property alone, as well as in association with others, the right to inherit and the right to control one's property. Also, what about the other people, other people that bought land around it? They took all that. They took all that. How that's gonna work out? That's gonna open up a whole can of worms. Furthermore, the government has a responsibility to prohibit and eliminate racial discrimination in all forms and to ensure that all persons are entitled to security against forced removal, harassment, and intimidation by entities who seek to deprive individuals of their rights to self-determination and dignity on the basis of the race. In righting this historic wrong, a county is acting in the public's interest to ensure that communities can fairly assess justice and effectively remedy, including, when appropriate, the potential return, restitution, resettlement, rehabilitation, or compensation. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. I'm gonna read it again. In righting this historic wrong, the county is acting in the public's interest to ensure that communities can fairly assess justice and an effective remedy, including when appropriate, the potential return, restitution, resettlement, rehabilitation, or compensation for unlawful and race-based displacements. And right here, You can download the newspaper articles yourself. Um, that's what this is. That's what these are. These are 80 pages of various articles about about the beach. And I put on this one. This is they talking about terrorism planned, and I know y'all can't see it, but you'll be able to see it a little better, a lot better when you download it and read it. I mean, I can read it from here, um, but there's also stuff, Manhattan Beach atrocity, same fires laid to the whites, and even this confirms some of them. What they were saying, obviously they'll all confirm it. Um, there's various articles. It's a lot, and you can see the date, right? It's February 16, 1928. 1928, and they were talking about this stuff. Um, anti-race plot be among initial probes. Auschwitz and beach of race war, and again, I'm gonna go down to the they talking about whole atrocities and secrecies of terrorist plans about these about the individuals and other families that bought property around Bruce's Beach, as mentioned earlier. But to go further down with the action steps, right? It said April last year, 2021, the LA County Board of Supervisors voted to take the first steps toward returning Bruce's Beach by instructing the LA County CEO's office to develop a plan to return the property and by sponsoring Senate Bill 796 to lift state restrictions on the return of the land. On October 5th, 2021, the LA County Board of Supervisors voted for the LA County CEO Office's Anti-Racism, Diversity, and Inclusion initiative to follow these steps to return the Bruce's Beach to the rightful owners. And we go down lots 9, 8, and 9 of Block 5 of Peck's Manhattan Beach Tract, commonly known as Bruce's Beach. Uh, there's a tract. Let's see. So lots 9, 8, and 9. So right here, um, outline orange, owned by the County of Los Angeles. So all this in orange uh, is owned by the County of Los Angeles, Block 12. Outlined in blue. So right here is owned by the City of Manhattan Beach and is the city park. So right here is the city park, and this is owned by the City of Manhattan. And this is everything in orange is owned by the County of Los Angeles. Highlight highlighted of those owned by. The highlighted lots were those owned by African Americans. Bruce Wayne owned lots 8 and 9. The current site of the LA Lifeguard Commission building on Block 5. Okay, so 8 and 9 is what they owned, and then other ones, these highlighted ones in yellow, 6, 4, and 1, that was owned by the City of Manhattan. These are the other residences that was owned by other black families that were taken from them by eminent domain. Um, and so we're gonna scroll down a little more to finish off the article. The Bruce family heirs, Los Angeles County retained the law firm of Hinojosa or Hinojosa and Forer LLP, and forensic genealogist, American Research Bureau, to find the closest living heirs of Charles and Willa Bruce. The county has determined that Charles and Willa Bruce's closest living heirs are their great-grandsons. A person's closest living heirs are often their direct descendants, i.e., their children, grandchildren, or great-grandchildren. As in the case here, if a person does not have direct descendants, then their closest living heirs may be more descendants, their aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, or cousins. Claimants who participated in the county legal heir determination process have been notified of the county's determination and are being given an opportunity to provide additional evidence in support of their claim that they believe the county's determination is incorrect. Doubt. And that's the article. Below there's even more. Right, there's various photos. Multi-million-dollar project taken. Um, and these are all various other articles that you guys can read. Um, uh, for Bruce's Beach. Uh, like there's about like good 7 or 8 of them. Even more. So again, I think I may read one more article uh for you guys, and I'm gonna leave it there. Again, if you guys want to read through these, it's a wealth of information. Oh, my bad. I have it on 100. Guys, use all this, all of this. Um, that's crazy. Just how bad a lot of this was. But that's it. For this article on Bruce's Beach. Again, shout out to the family for getting they land back. Again, I would say that these after the Bruce family, the well, not great, I don't know why I keep saying great, the great grandson, get the property. Hopefully you guys can um start next on the other three that are taken by eminent domain. From here, 6, 4, and 1, because they said these were black families too. They got their stuff taken. So I'll leave it at that. Um, I'll be out, and nana nana.